The Shas of Sunset are back, better than ever. It is time to talk about the Valley Persian style because this show, I am so happy. I am so happy, and we're gonna discuss a little bit. I'm gonna try to not give too many spoilers for if you have not watched it, but girl, in general, they did that. Such a good show, guys. But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. Make sure if you are new here to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And remember, if you are part of the old crew, make sure that the notification bell is on. Better yet, turn it off and turn it on again if you have not done it yet. You know my whole YouTube drama, girl, okay? So, anyways, we are trying to get this algorithm back into shape, all right? Girl, the return of MJ, Mercedes Javid, Golnesa, and Reza is everything that I was expecting. As a super fan of the Shaz of Sunset, this feels so right. This feels so good. Uh I think they did such a good job. I know it was hard because I have known that they have been trying to sell this show for years. Like literally, I think since Shaz of Sunset was like off the air a couple months after, they were trying and trying and trying to get somehow a show together. So I'm so happy and I'm so proud of them for being able to put this together. They did an amazing job, guys. I think between them and the new cast, and this being a spin-off of the Valley, it all makes sense. Like it all really makes sense because it's kind of like this is the next normal step. Just like Vanderpump Rules needed to evolve into the Valley, Shaz of Sunset needed to evolve into the Valley Persian style. Um, Look, I even though I'm Latino, I'm Colombian, right? I for some reason identify so much with the Persian culture as well. Like there is a lot of similarities on the way that we see the world, the way that we celebrate, that the way that we are with our families, the way that we, move around this world. So like I just love to see the continuation of those storylines and to get all of this new group of people. I have to tell you, even when the Valley premiere, I was already kind of like iffy with some of the people. I was like, ugh, these people are kind of weird, especially like Janet and Puppet Jason. Um, but in this one, I can tell you that these people were made for reality TV. Before we talk about the main ones, I'm gonna talk about the new ones first, just very quickly. The storylines are really powerful, and I have to tell you, like they really are bringing something to the table that it really, really makes a lot of sense. Even Sky, who you can see that is going to be a bitch, that you can see that is going to be hard, has a powerful storyline, and you know that she's made for reality TV. And the best part is that she's not as dislikable as freaking Janet on the Valley. Like we all hate Janet, like we want her to be fired, right? But Sky has the right amount of like being a villain, but also being entertaining. So and I love the husband. So like I mean, of course, we're only 2 episodes in, so we're gonna have to see like the evolution of everything. But I'm telling you, these first impressions really matter, right? I'm trying. I don't remember all of the names, but like the girl who had the surgery of the accident with the husband, the way that I cry, the way that I cry with those two. I was like, but then the way that I really cry with the guy whose wife passed away and now he's with Natasha, bitch. I was like, this is real love. I mean, to lose someone that you love and you then get to find another love, but you will never be able to really forget your first love, and then you have to talk about, no, oh my god, but then you have kids, like, powerful, powerful, honestly, like, those stories right there, like, it was amazing. Who else is new? I think I'm trying to think, I'm still trying to, like, learn their names and everything. There is this Reza guy, the other Reza. I'm gonna say something that it might be a little bit, like, controversial, but if you have watched this show, let me know. But I'm the only one whose gaydar is, like, very activated. In fact, until they brought that girl as a date, I was 100% convinced that this guy was gay. And then, uh, girl, I'm gay. Like, I'm like, his pictures as a kid, I get it. He's a lot into fashion. He's into a lot of things, and I know that there are straight guys that are like that. But I'm so sorry. I'm like, you need to be at least bi. I mean, that guy cannot tell me that has not have experiences with other men. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't care, and maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. It's 2026, so, like, we have to be open minded. But, like, I'm so sorry. It's just like the gay vibe is so big. But maybe he's bisexual. I just need to know. He's giving me kind of like the sense of, like, I'm from Iran. My mom is from there. Maybe they're very conservative. Maybe I don't I can't come out of the closet. It's giving me that vibe. I'm so sorry. And he's like, sleeping around with girls, and all of that. I'm like, are you sure that this is what you really want to be doing? Because it feels off. It feels off. If it's not, I'll apologize and I'm so sorry, whatever. But, like, I just get that feeling, from a gay guy. My gaydar was like, honest, like, in fact, from the very beginning, I was like, oh, I'm so glad that Reza is not going to be the only gay guy. And how funny that we have another Reza that is also gay. And then they brought that girl, which was kind of crazy. And I was like, what? you know, I was so confused. Now, let's talk about the OGs. Because everyone has evolved in the right direction. Look, I'm going to say something. When I was watching Shaz of Sunset, Reza has always been one of my favorites, but I always kind of, like, had a dislike for Adam because he was a little bit annoying back in Shaz. And then he kind of, like, really pushed, like, the whole restraining order and, like, the friendship with MJ, and I kind of, like, blame him for a lot of things, right? So I was not thrilled to see him back, but for some reason now I'm seeing them together. He has a different ensemble and he looks so much nicer, so much positive. I think he's more, like, comfortable in front of the camera. I think he has changed a lot, and I'm very happy that he is the man that Reza really needed, you know? And they look really, really good together. So I'm glad, like, sometimes second chances, they really is your second act, and I think they have been evolving in the right direction, and they look really, really cute together. They are really nice, and they seem like a very strong couple, so, like, and they are married, and I'm applaud them, honestly, really good. Golnesa, Gigi, I love you, Gigi, but what a mess. But I think that's why we love Gigi. I think Gigi has been the same messy person since Shaz of Sunset. You know what I mean? But I'm like, you have a kid. What do you mean that you cannot downsize? I'm like, what? I'm just thinking over here. She's paying over $10,000 a month in rent. And I'm like, what? My mind cannot comprehend that. Like, you could be doing so much more. You could be so much more organized. You can be having, I mean, you have a kid, you need to think about your future or this kid's future as well. Why don't you have properties yet that you are going to leave your son? Like, and you are thinking about spending $4,000 in weed a month? I, I'm baffled. I'm like, and then she gets angry when people talk about her businesses. It's kind of like, first of all, this is reality TV, so you know that that is going to happen. Second of all, according to what everyone is saying in the Iranian culture, everyone is into everyone businesses. So you already double know that this is going to happen. Why are you getting so upset when, in fact, Reza and MJ specifically are trying to help you out? I mean, at that point, it's like, are you addicted to the drama? Like, you have really good friends who are trying to help you. They are trying to guide you on the right direction. Why are you doing this? I don't know. It is too wild to me, and I like Gigi. I really, really do. But like, girl, you're 40. Like, you need to like really like, you know. Now MJ. MJ has always been one of my favorites. I love, love, love her. I have met her a couple times. She's so nice. And I am just so glad that she is divorcing this guy. Period. And this is coming from the Shas of Sunset. I have always said this guy is not for MJ. I'm so sorry. I can't. I can't with the trashy talk. I can't with the behavior. I can't with not even that. The thing that he thinks that everything he does is right. He thinks that the world need to just do whatever he says. He thinks that he doesn't have to change. And I'm so sorry, but at some point you do. I mean, if your wife, the person that you are saying that you love, that is the love of your life, the mother of your kid, everything, is literally telling you that she is not safe in your marriage, that she needs some kind of change in your marriage, and you are not willing to do it, then what are we doing over here? Like, to me, that's a little bit of a piece of shit. I'm the kind of person who have always said, you have to accept your partner, and your partner has to accept you. And that is 100% true. That's how I live in my marriage. We accept each other, all the time. But when my husband comes to me and tells me, look, there is a certain things that I just don't like, at least we sit down, we communicate, we see where that is coming from, what can we do better, and if there is something that it's that bad and I can make it better, I will see how to change it. I will see how to make things better, and he will do the same. you know so the fact that he just doesn't give a shit, it's insane to me. Honestly, it's super crazy to me. And I'm glad that they're getting divorced. I'm glad that I think MJ could do so much better. Even for the kid, I think kids really take on that, and I think it's better to have happy parents that separate than miserable parents together. You know what I mean? So let him go. Let him get back to his freaking Queens, wherever he's coming from, because that is his excuse. And you do you, you know. Um. So yeah, I think there is a lot to explore over here. I think this is going to be a good show, a really, really good show. So anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below. Are you watching? If you are not watching, go and watch it right now, and let me know in the comments, what are you thinking, who's your favorite, what do you think about the OGs. Let me know everything. And if you're gonna get all the tea related to the Valley Persian style, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.